All right, here's a big news coming in. Delhi court now hears a Qutub Minar Wapsi plea. Petitioner argues for right to worship inside the Qutub Minar, claiming Hindu religious symbols. The Hindu side says, and I quote, restore right to worship in Qutub. The judge says, do you want the monument to turn into a temple? The Hindu side says, allow puja at the Qutub complex. Now, the court, while it takes up the matter, a plea by Hindu groups asking for worship to be allowed inside the Qutub Minar complex. The judge, the Delhi court judge, which has taken up the matter, while it hears the plea, asks whether if they want the Qutub Minar to turn into a temple, if that's what the Hindu side wants, while the Hindu side remains firm, saying that they want to worship at the Qutub Minar complex because they found extensive Hindu symbols within the complex of Qutub Minar. Let me cut across to Amit Bhardwaj, who's joining us more on that. Amit, no surprises, the Hindu side demanding for permission to pray within the Qutub Minar complex. The matter has now been taken to court. The Delhi court, while it hears the matter, asks the petitioners, do you really want to turn Qutub Minar into a temple? There's a lot of conversation around how Qutub Minar could have been built by a Hindu king, as to how this may have been a temple, as to religious significance for the Hindus extensively found within the Qutub Minar complex, and therefore they must be given the right to worship at that premises. The court now hearing the matter seems quite stern on retaining the true nature of this protected monument, the Qutub Minar. What's currently the conversation in court?
Well, Nabila, this is a petition which was filed by the Hindu side. Remember, in December 2021, the lower court had dismissed the petition filed by the Hindu side, demanding on behalf of Jain god and Hindu god, demanding that, the temple should be restored and Hindu side should be allowed to offer prayers inside the Qutub Minar complex. But today in the court, the entire discussion is on whether this petition is maintainable or not, whether there could be court proceeding on this particular petition or not. So the discussion that is happening inside the court right now is not about whether idols are present inside Qutub Minar or not. In fact, the court has said that idols are present in the complex for years now, and the question is whether the worship should be allowed or not. Hindu side, Hari Shankar Jain is arguing, one of the lawyers arguing for the Hindu side, and he's saying that, the Hindus should be allowed to enter the Qutub complex to offer prayers, and, they should be allowed to worship, and their right to worship has been denied in this particular case. But the court also observed, after listening to these arguments, that there is no question about merits of whether statues of different gods are inside Qutub Minar complex or not. The question is about worship, and the court also observed that these idols inside, the statues inside the Qutub complex have been there for 800 years now, and they have been inside the complex without worship. So the court also observed that, it should be the status quo should be maintained in this particular case. Why change the entire status quo? And the court is also asking the Hindu side about the maintainability of their petition, about the merit of their petition. And, the court also asked that because for so many years the idols and statues have remained inside the Qutub complex without worshipping, why the status should be changed now? And there have been also questions about if this is allowed, there could be law and order situation, and that is these are the arguments that are being made out inside the courtroom right now, where an important hearing in the Qutub complex case is going on. And Nabila, remember, we have been witnessing for the past month or so, several right-wing fringe groups and different organizations have protested outside Qutub Minar, saying that, they want that they should be allowed to offer prayers inside Qutub Minar, and that Qutub Minar should be restored as a temple and it should be declared Vishnu's thumb. So these have been claims of different right-wing groups, and even today when the hearing is going on in the Saket court, there is a group called Maharana Pratap Sena which is observing Rudra Abhishek at Connaught Place, iconic Shiv temple. So there they are offering prayers, hoping that the court will decide in their favor, hoping that the petition filed by the Hindu side and the Jain side will be maintained in the court. But as far as the court proceedings are concerned, Nabila, it seems that court is questioning the merits of the case, is questioning the arguments that is being put forward by the lawyers who are representing
Right.
on behalf of Jain god and Hindu god Vishnu. So these are
Right.
the arguments that are being made inside the courtroom right now. Over to you, Nabila.
Amit, thank you very much. India Today continues to track those developments coming in from the Delhi District Court, where the court is now hearing a plea asking from the Hindu side to pray inside the Qutub Minar complex as they find Hindu religious significance. Of course, the court now yet to pronounce its verdict on that.